nights. We've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Johnson finds Paul. 5 on the clock. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Paul's got a really nice touch from the interior. You know, he likes to get in there and mix it up with the big guys any chance he gets.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Shot is good by Ed.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside Paul. There's the screen by Johnson. Stolen by Russell. Edwards against Booker. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And he buries his first look.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Pass to Towns. And the layup is good.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills. And, you know, when he gets the rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
Booker with it. Now Ayton. The shot won't fall. Good D by Gobert. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Down low. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Gobert's gotten his second bucket.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Paul against Russell. Johnson a screen on Russell. Here's a 3 from Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing. And the Timberwolves with possession. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Russell to pass to Towns. Count it. Good.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Outside for Russell. To the wing, right side. Edwards slams it in.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
The drive by Paul. Pass to Johnson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Edwards with it. Towns on a screen. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 6.
And this is exactly what you want Edwards to do, using his athleticism to score on tough defense inside.
29 seconds left in the first quarter here. They double team Paul. Pass to Aiden. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Pass first mindset of Paul. When you leave somebody open on his squad, he's going to make you pay for it.
Towns a screen on Bridges. Edwards a pass to Towns. No good there.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Bridges passes to Aiden.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Russell against Payne. Up and over Russell.
And that's Russell. I mean, has the length to disrupt and bother shots, even against bigger or more explosive athletes.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. And the 3 off target. The Suns trailing. Here's Booker. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Russell to pass to Towns. From outside the arc. And it's Russell. That time on the assist from Towns. Russell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Aiden, a screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Aiden. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Aiden's got his second basket.
Yeah, this is where Aiden's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
And they recover it. Towns, a screen on Payne. Russell to pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Payne. Not a lot of room. The Suns need to get off a shot. And here's Crowder from the arc. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Noel. Pass to Prince. Back to Noel. Reed sets a screen. Here's Noel. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And now it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead. So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA. So I like the vision and passing as the skill that most excites me.
Here's Rivers, defended by Payne. Picked by Prince. There's a minute 12 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Noel. And another three from Minnesota.
It's just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
It's Shamet on the wing. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And Crowder with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Anderson with a screen. And finished off by Anderson.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
Reed a screen on Payne. Here's Rivers. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rivers has got his first basket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And that's not going to go. And so ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Outside Booker. Now here's Ayton. Pass to Paul. Booker with it. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. 5 to shoot. Booker finds Ayton. Not going to go that time. Good D by Gobert. And for Minnesota, they're shooting at a very efficient 67%. And there's Towns on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Pass to Bridges. Outside Booker. Screen by Bridges. Booker with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And stolen by Edwards. Russell against Paul. Outside Edwards. To the middle. And stolen by Bridges. Booker against Edwards. Pass to Bridges. It's blocked by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Pass to Ayton. The 3 ball. And again, it's the Suns missing. And here are the Timberwolves. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Edwards can't hit. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Bridges passes to Booker. Now Towns. Pass to Russell. Towns, a screen on Paul. Right side, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Outside Booker. There's the screen by Johnson. Down low. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Throw good, Edwards.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Outside for Booker. And stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Edwards against Booker. Outside Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ayton with a screen. To stop the drought. Over Gobert. That's good from Ayton. On the assist by Paul. Ayton's got 6 points.
Never know what Paul's going to do in these sets. I mean, he's so unpredictable and such a great floor general. I mean, he does a really good job of just picking defenses apart. Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Johnson inside. Defended by Gobert. Outside Booker. There's the screen by Johnson. Three-pointer. Booker no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. The rebound by Bridges. For Phoenix, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. To the paint. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Paul. With 1 on the clock. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, hunting for opportunities. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Leading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Jalen Noel out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Just 3 to shoot. And there's the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And that one is hammered home.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
Pass to Ayton. Minnesota with a rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota?
They've made the offense uncomfortable, creating turnovers with the defensive pressure and cashing in on the other end.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Prince down low. Johnson on him. Picked by Prince. Just 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Well, the Suns shooting around 35% from the field so far. Pass to Ayton. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Right side Johnson to the inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
Stolen by Bridges. In transition, here come the Suns. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Back to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Right side Booker. Back to Johnson. Nice move. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Here's Rivers. He's guarded by Paul, and he gets it to go.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
And Booker puts up a deep three. Reed with the rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Three-pointer. That shot, no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Pass to Ayton. Left side Johnson. Back to Ayton. That shot missing. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. A minute 37 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Reed driving in. A slam dunk by Reed.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up. And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Johnson passes to Booker. And it's all from three-point range.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Rivers. Three-pointer off the mark. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Johnson. Pass to Paul. There's the screen by Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Left side Paul. The baseline J. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution on the court.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what.
This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Jordan. Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Screen by Adams. Morant against Edwards. And that one's good. Morant.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Edwards looking it over. Here's Gobert. Outside, Russell. Back to Gobert. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
And Gobert drops them both. About a minute played so far here in the first. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Screen by McDaniel. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Adams.
Unbelievable. He blew that look, guys. No clue what went wrong there.
Pass to Jackson. From the arc. Rebound, Minnesota.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Edwards. He takes it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Good on the triple.
Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
Morant passes to Adams. Edwards against Morant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Gobert down low. Adams on him. Gobert with a screen for Towns. And the rejection by Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Morant. Minnesota with the rebound.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, that's a strong finish, and Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Adams, the pass to Bain. Edwards against Morant. To the paint. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Morant.
Well, Steven Adams was a bit raw when he entered the league, but you can see right there how sound he has become as a finisher on the interior.
Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. It's his first trip to the line.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Memphis foul.
That free throw, no good.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Morant looking around. Kick out to Adams. Jackson against Towns. Here's Morant, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I call an elite showman.
Here's Edwards. Edwards with the stuff.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Minnesota. They're on a 17-7 run. Towns, a screen on Morant. Edwards passing to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Adams down low. Defended by Gobert. Adams' shot is good. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And finished off by Gobert.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
It's stolen by Gobert. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, the addition of the upper body strength, it's turned Rudy Gobert from role player to all NBA. Go ahead and absorb it, Rudy.
Morant passes to Tillman. Gobert with the block. Brooks against Russell. Here's Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for Anthony Edwards. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Continuing to gain trust in that three-point shot. Each tray that Ja makes builds his confidence.
Good on the bucket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Conchar's checked in for Memphis. Pass to Tillman. Now here's Morant for three. And again, Memphis no good. Timberwolves leading by 15. Here's Reed, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pass to Tillman. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Tillman's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And it's Prince penetrating. Reed kicks to Rivers. Prince, boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
The three from Morant. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Morant against Anderson. Brooks with no one around. From outside, off the mark. Down low. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And again, Memphis no good. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 14-5 run. It's deflected. Now Morant. He's got 8. But put that.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
1:37 left to play here in the second quarter. And Reed has it in the corner. To the left wing. Here's Anderson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Prince dishes to Anderson. And that one drops for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So timeout call here. First for Memphis. Group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Taurean Prince. McDaniels, he's checked in for Anderson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Rivers. Jackson setting the pick here for Jones. Adams finds Williams. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Towns. Jackson misses.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Outside for Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. And the cut by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Russell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Here's Conchar. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. No good on the shot.
That's the end of the first half.
Thanks so much, Dave. Very lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in a second. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Bain and Williams are your wingmen. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Jones in at the point. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Clark's checked in. And Edwards drops them both. Grizzlies shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Jones looking for an opening. There's the pass to Jackson. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
No good from Clark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. The Grizzlies with another miss. Jackson's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Bain against Edwards. Here's Gobert over Williams. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Gobert's got 10.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Edwards with it.
You got to be kidding.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Bain passes to Jackson. Back to Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Will it go? A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Over to the left wing. Now here's McDaniels. Guarded by Bain. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Now the length and the size of Rudy Gobert so problematic for defenses. Nothing they can do there but foul him.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. Good on the second free throw. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Nothing yet for them in the 3rd quarter. Here he goes. And he banks in the layup. 10 points for him.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Here's Edwards. Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Lets it go from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And Edwards with the stop.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Morant against Edwards. Jackson with the screen. 6 to shoot. Now here's Morant for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Out to Morant. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
Russell inside. He's against Williams. Now here's Edwards. Guarded by Morant. Gobert dishes to Russell. Driving the lane. Second shot opportunity. The shot off that time. And Memphis the other way now. Left side, Bain. Clark, the pass to Bain. Clark, a screen on Russell. Bain for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Edwards against Morant. Outside, Bain. He makes good on the layup. Baines got his first points in this one.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our...
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Timberwolves ahead. Ending the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-4 run. From Target Center, back in a moment. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Taurean Prince. He's out there with Anderson. Reed is out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Noel in the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Rivers kicks to Reed. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Morant with it, guarded now by Prince. Here's Adams, outside, Bane. And that one is stuffed right through.
That kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still. And you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
For 3, Reed with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Back to Prince. Shot on the wing. And the shot is long. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now, here's Morant for 3. Offensive rebound. Adams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Noel passes to Prince. Here's Reed, and there's the drive. That one goes. Count it. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Makes it off the glass.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Here's Noel, guarded by Bane. Can't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Pass to Adams. Over to the wing. Morant with a wide open look. Morant with another miss. Minnesota shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Out to the wing. Here's Noel. The rebound by Steven Adams. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. It's Morant with the drive. Off target from the baseline. Minnesota shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Anderson finds Reed. Rivers in the corner. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, if you are a modern NBA shooting guard, you have got to be able to shoot with range, and Austin Rivers knocks it down.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Substitution on the court.
Puts it up off the inbound. Gobert with the block. Edwards against Morant. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Pick and roll action. You've got to be aggressive as a scorer. Anthony Edwards with the bucket.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Minnesota.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Looking to end his cold spell. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And he has definitely been struggling
in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Into the lane, to the right side. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Morant passes to Jackson. Now, here is Russell. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. It was a tape. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. DA, take it away.
Thank you, guys. The modern NBA.
So exciting to see. No doubt about it, David. Thanks. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Now here's Paul. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And it's Morant missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Eastern Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
First team foul.
Phoenix with the ball. Ball kicks to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Booker. And it's blocked by Adams.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
7 seconds or less.
Yes, sir.
And Kevin, he had a little opening to the bucket and took full advantage on that.
Greg, he didn't waste any time making up his mind. That was going to be a flush all the way. Grant, it's tipped.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt for the game here.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Morant against Paul. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Poked away and taken away by Paul. Ayton against Morant. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And it's Morant missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Passes to Bridges. Crowder kicks to Ayton. And Ayton gets double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Morant gaining the floor. And Morant throws it down.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Paul with the ball. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. That one drops for him. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
Adams with the screen on Bridges. And it's Morant missing. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-apart strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Paul against Morant. It's Jackson atop the key. Good, And the nice assist from Morant.
Well, Jackson has become a threat from range, taking and making those shots more consistently.
Here's Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant with it. Chris Paul covering. Count it.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Ayton. Another shot. Sweet move. Tries it again, and it's good on the way in.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Morant kicks to Bane. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Booker in the post, guarded by Bane. Booker in the post. 1 second left. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful lead there, ending the period.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Suns ahead. They're up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. We've got Dylan Brooks. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar into the 2-guard. Shamet the pass to Payne. How did you react, Richard, to the changes and rules in 2021, specifically those banning non-basketball moves?
I loved it because the game has gone so far offensively that it put the defenders in such a bad spot. And so now that you're allowing for the defenders to actually play defense now, I think it's great for the game.
And instead of tricking your way to the free throw line.
Yeah, because they were using that it's not a foul, it's what they call. And let's turn what they call into actual fouls. So the referees cleaned it up perfectly.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And finished off by Morant.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Morant. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got his first basket.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
That play is Morant's ball handling talents pretty much in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, and very effective.
And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game. Jones checked in for John Morant.
Grizzlies substitution. Tyus Jones.
Payne up top, defended by Jones. Now Payne. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson, and the rejection by Clark. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Jones looking for an opening, and there's the pass to Tillman. Pass to Concho. The second chance effort, and it's blocked. Now here's Payne, defended by Jones. Johnson, count the bucket. bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Jones drives in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Clark. Rebound by the Suns. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Clark. It's stolen by Jones. Right side, Williams. Drills the three-pointer. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Landale misses. Memphis has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Clark sets a screen for Williams. Offline with his three. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Lee against Williams. Lee gets the bucket. Lee's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Here's Tillman. Here's Jones. And a missed layup. Suns have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. They finished it off with a lane. And the Suns lead by 2.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Williams can't hit. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Payne passes to Landale. And that one is hammered home.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
The Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Williams can't get it to go. Suns leading by 3. Shamet kicks to Payne. Now, here's Shamet. And it's Payne in the corner. And the 3 off target. That shot, no good. And that's it for the first half of action. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for this.
The Grizzlies, 25.
Second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. This is his first free throw of the game.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Ayton a screen on Jones. Paul passes to Booker. No good with the triple. Memphis has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Adams. Back to Jones. Crowder against Jackson. On the wing, Payne. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Adams. And he converts the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Jones kicks to Brooks. Pass to Adams. Bane looking around. It's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. Bridges against Brooks. Bridges, right side. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Bane. Booker the pass to Paul. Hands it from downtown. And it's a 4-point Suns lead.
Nice pass. Such unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the leadership Paul brings to this team is so incredibly important. His teammates really rally behind him.
Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. So off the run, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Mikal Bridges picks one up, and these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
Paul left side. The kick out to Crowder. Clock at 4. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Grizzlies ball.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant passes to Bane. Adams sets the pick for Bane. And another miss by Memphis. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Morant. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bridges outside. Nifty move. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal
Steven
foul.
Adams picks one up.
Second team
And a
foul.
talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
And the Suns here with a different look. Landale's checked in. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder. Landry Shamet's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Here's Brooks. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Lee's checked in for the Suns. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Conchar comes in for Bane. Phoenix leading by 5. There's 1:26 left here in the third quarter. Out to Lee. Passes it to Shamet. Shot clock at 5. Back to Lee. The pass to Payne. Johnson with a screen on Morant. Payne can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Out to Morant. And stolen by Payne. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Johnson outside. The Suns need to get a shot off. And the Suns miss again.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
It's Morant with the drive.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Payne. To the middle. Here's Landale. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here's Conchar. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Your Suns. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's John Morant. And it's Conchar in at the 2 spot. And a dunk by Booker.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
Morant. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Paul. Suns moving the ball around. Bridges sets the screen for Booker. Back to Bridges. It's over Adams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
4th personal foul.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call. And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
John Morant. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Booker. Paul outside. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Suns lead by 5.
Just so reliable. I mean, that basket there will give them a little bit more of a cushion.
Whoa! With the board!
That is a monster finish. He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Pass to Ayton. Now Booker. Six on the shot clock. Back to Crowder. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Morant against Paul. Morant kicks to Bain. And too long on the shot.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Outside Crowder. Booker in the post. Guarded by Morant. And the whistle blows. He's fouled on a shot that misses, but not by much. 2 free throws nonetheless coming up for him. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
When Devin Booker steps on the court, you almost expect 30 or 40-point nights. Booker is that talented.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Ayton finds Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Bridges with the board. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. With the drive, and the shot goes in.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
And it's Morant missing. Suns lead by 5. Kicks it out to Booker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Memphis has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Brooks with no one around, and they will call over the back on the play.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
He had to know that call was coming. You can't treat another guy like a jungle gym out there.
Paul against Morant. Paul outside. It's Crowder on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Bain kicks to Brooks. Jackson against Crowder. Jackson down low. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Paul with the ball. To the inside. Here's Crowder. It drops.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Morant with a wide open look. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Booker with it. Now defended by Bain. Now Booker. No one near him. It falls.
And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 4. 3 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, it was...
2K Sports. As we get, Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys.
And the talent to deliver, Allie, for sure. Thank you. And it's the Suns to start out. Paul with it. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Saric a screen on Edwards. 4 on the clock. Towns with a rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Russell against Aiden. Gobert no good. Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. And we talk about good offense beating good defense. Brent, both teams tonight live by that mantra.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a time where we're going to get to the fourth quarter with a game, hopefully, that's pretty close. And who can get multiple stops? 1 or 2 in a row, 2 or 3 in a row. That might end up being the difference here, B.A.
Edwards can't hit.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
McDaniels against Booker. Aiden with a screen. Launches it. And Booker hits from deep.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Russell to pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Paul against Russell. Paul draws the double. Pass to Bridges. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
It's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Paul passes to Saric. Stolen by Russell. Edwards against Paul. Pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. Over to the wing. Inside. Gobert. And that misses. That would have put him up. For Phoenix, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And Ayton with the stuff.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Now Edwards. Here's Gobert. The shot no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Paul. Here's the 3. The shot comes out. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. It's Edwards with a drive. Edwards slams it in.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Now here's Paul. To the inside. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Paul. Booker's got 5 now.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
Russell to pass to Towns. Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Back to Gobert. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Tipped. Bridges outside, and he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Right side, Paul. And the layup falls. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Poke loose. Edwards. Gobert, no good.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Ayton finds Booker. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Out to the right wing. With 2 seconds left. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And so Towns nails them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
Good action already in this one. But a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Saric in at the forward position. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Minnesota on D. They trail by 1. Here's Shamet. Lays it up and banks it in.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Pass to Prince. Back to Noel. Here's Prince. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Rivers' shot is off. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Lee. And there's the screen. Pass to Landale. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Timberwolves trail. Anderson with it. Down low. On the wing, Noel. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Prince. Now Reed. Up and over Crowder. Reed, good.
Reed, assisted by Taurean Prince.
Here's Shamet. Crowder outside. 5 on the clock. Anderson pulls it down. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Here's Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. An easy 2 on the layup. Shamet's got 4 points this quarter. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Brett, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tips, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way, but Look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your gourd a little bit, and that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee, and that goes for both sides.
Landale misses. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Rivers, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Reed can't hit.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Pass to Landale. Hey, puts up a three. Tipped away, and he gets it back. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Noel. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover. It simply was telegraphed.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's eye.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Prince. McDaniels is checked in for Anderson. And it's Edwards in for Noel. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
And Paul gets it to go.
Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation, and a great play to get the bucket.
Outside McDaniels. On the wing, Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Back to Gobert. And he banks in the layup. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
Incredible balance on that take. You've got to respect watching Gobert muscle his way through the defense.
And we're through the first half of play. Valley, as always, thank you.
19, the Timberwolves, 22.
Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in the game. That's been a fairly even one. Timberwolves shooting efficiently, 50% so far. So for Minnesota right now, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the point. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Suns trailing. Outside Paul. Outside Booker. Six to shoot. Out left to the wing. Saric finds Bridges. Tries it from 19. That one's wide left. Outside Russell. To the paint. The shot by Towns, no good. Phoenix is shooting around 50% in the game so far. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Paul for 3. On target from range. Paul's got 9.
Just think about the growth of what Chris Paul has done with that three-pointer. 28% from 3 as a rookie, and now a guy you can't leave.
Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Paul. Towns a screen on Paul. Edwards a pass to Towns. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Now Paul. He's got 9. Pass to Bridges. Saric with it. Outside for Booker. From about 19. And that's good for 2. He's got 7.
He's so dangerous from the mid-range. Booker's feel is uncanny.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Saric, a screen on Edwards. Oh, plenty of contact on that. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coaches, so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Bridges down low, working on McDaniels. McDaniels with some nice D.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And stolen by Paul. Russell against Booker. Pass to Saric. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
A difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And the layup is good off the glass. Edwards got 6.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Paul against Russell. Saric. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. To the inside. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, the defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. He's got 5.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And the call will be against Dario Saric. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Pass to Gobert. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Paul. He's got 9. Clock at 6. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
3 seconds left. And Russell with the lay-in. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, that's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
And that'll do it.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Phoenix is shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Bridges and Saric in at the forward positions. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Paul passes to Ayton, stolen by Russell. He takes it in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
D'Angelo forcing the issue right there, trying to find a way to draw contact.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, he's so impressive.
And so Towns nails them both.
Now, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Saric. It's Bridges on the wing. McDaniels covering. It's Bridges on the wing. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Oh, and Towns with the block.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
Picked by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Bridges. Ayton with a screen. Bridges passes to Ayton and stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact, and there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Shot is good by Edwards.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
For 3, Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And that one falls for Towns.
Carl Anthony Towns taking 2 shots.
And so Towns nails them both. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Russell against Paul. Pass to Ayton. Can they get it? Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Edwards. Towns down low. He's covered by Ayton. Towns gets the bucket.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass, recapturing possessions so he can take it right back up.
Ayton, a screen on Russell. Oh, there's the alley!
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Russell against Paul. Russell to pass to McDaniels. Oh, deflected. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Misses the 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Ayton. A minute and a half left in the 4th quarter here. Uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity stripe.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Rudy Gobert.
So many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Down low. Ayton passes to Saric. Ayton, a screen on Towns. It's Bridges on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. That one is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Towns on a screen. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy. through all 4 quarters.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Morant against Edwards. And that one, good.
You know, confidence feeds on itself, and the more experience Edwards gets, I think the more confidence he'll continue to gain, especially operating in these pick-and-roll sets.
Here's Morant, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Edwards. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Payne against Edwards. Outside, Payne shoots the 3. Gobert pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Russell. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drive.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Capable of finding his open guys, Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Outside Jackson to the wing on the left. Lays it up off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Left side, Edwards. Towns wide open. Connects from 3-point range.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns is a dangerous shooter from the perimeter, and it's his excellent shot selection that helps him be so efficient from there.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Memphis has gone 0-3 from 3-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Payne looking around. A 3 ball. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Left side, Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Towns down low, guarded by Payne. Towns, no luck. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Both free throws good from Morant. Here is Edwards. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. They need this, and he lays it up and in.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Edwards. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
John Moran has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He puts it. And some good action to looks as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here, not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Big man inside. Towns and Gobert. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And there's McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the 2. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good. Morant's got 15.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
They set the pick. Here's Conchar. No good on the 3. Minnesota in the lead.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Count that one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Russell against Morant. Inside. Here's Tillman. Stolen away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball.
Tell you what, going end to end, Towns may not always look like he's moving fast, but he's gobbling up some ground in a hurry. And some of that is his stride, but that fella's got some big feet too.
Here's Russell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for Towns. And it's Kyle Anderson in for McDaniels. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Count it. Russell's got 7 points in the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Passes it to Tillman. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Good. Russell's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Clark, a screen on Russell. Morant with it. And now by Prince. And then Clark slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward,
every year.
And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Here's Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Brandon Clark. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Williams comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Bain in for Conjar. Here's Noel. Guarded by Bain. Shots good by Noel.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Towns, and that basket was going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
A high percentage shooter from the field, Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. The kick out to Williams. Back to Morant. Left side Adams, and it's Clark in the corner. Bain passes to Morant. 6 to shoot. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And the level of concentration. Morant looked under control despite being under heavy duress.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Clark sets a screen for Bain. Pass to Morant. Here's Adams. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
But you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year type, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
Bain and Williams are your wingmen. Jaren Jackson is out there with Clark, and it's Jones in at the point. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
And a wide open look for Bain. And a miss there on the triple. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Williams' shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Edwards. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Bain. Gobert with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Here's McDaniels driving to the basket. Good, and as this goes to Towns.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Outside, Bain. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To end the run, he lays it in.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Minnesota leading by 13. Outside, Towns. Here's Edwards going inside. That one doesn't drop. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And the pass to Clark. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jackson kicks to Williams. And it's Clark in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Showing us a little bit of everything tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, extremely versatile, taking over at the offensive end.
Clark sets a screen for Bain. And count that bucket. Bain's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Brooks comes in for Williams. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones.
And this is something Morant must keep working on. When he's dialed in from distance, this offense is at a whole nother level.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Rivers. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first. No good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Outside, Bain. Offensive rebound. And another shot. Out to Morant. Outside, Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Passes it to Reed. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. And then Morant slams it in.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Jackson down low, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
It's stolen by Adams. It'll count. Not going to go that time. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far. And I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. It's a 5-point game. So on the floor for Minnesota, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the 3. Here's Towns. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
Boy, how do you stop Cat Karl Anthony Towns, an elite scoring talent with incredible size?
And Towns drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Morant passes to Adams. Morant against Edwards. Bain trying to free himself up. That one's not going to go. Timberwolves leading by 7. Edwards looking it over. Outside, Towns. Back to Edwards. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside, Bain. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Morant dishes to Adams. The shot's good.
Nothing seems to phase Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Minnesota leading by 3. Left side, Edwards. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time, in closer detail, what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
Edwards kicks to Towns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Gobert with a screen on Bain.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off.
Morant passes to Adams. It's stolen by Edwards.
2 minutes remaining at the game.
Gobert the screen. Edwards finds Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 14 points for Rudy Gobert. Morant with it. Now guarded by Towns. Out to Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Back to Adams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Morant against Russell. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size and his position.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
And then Morant rams it in.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Edwards against Bain. Gobert with a screen for Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Morant left side to the paint. Adams. A rebound by the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Edwards passes to Gobert. Right wing. Gobert the screen. Russell finds Gobert. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 5. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
That one good for 2.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Pass to Jackson. Brooks with a screen on Towns. The Grizzlies with another miss. Now Russell. And so Minnesota takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
courts. Alongside Grant Hill and Steve Smith, we've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Here are the five for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Yep, that one's good.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Morant against Bridges.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Outside Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Shot clock at 2. The Grizzlies on offense. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team, and these guys, they follow him.
And here's Booker. Ayton, a screen on Bane. Lets it go from the wing. Oh, and a jam by Ayton.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Drains the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Paul draws the double. Pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. Fires from deep. Ayton, no good. Morant against Paul. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition 3.
There's Jackson with the 3. The shot misses, and Phoenix the other way now. Here's Bridges. Oh, Morant with the block.
Flying around the court, Morant can block shots both on ball and in help.
Adams with a screen on Booker. The 3 from Bane. And again, Memphis no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 8 so far. Inside, here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Adams. Second shot opportunity. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Inside, Steven Adams is always ready for battle, getting the shot off despite the foul.
Bane against Booker. And the basket by Bane.
Great footwork from Bane, finding his opening.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Paul. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
That one falls. Morant's got 6 points.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Paul drives in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Bread and butter play. Morant and screen and roll. He'll typically make you pay.
Here's Paul. Brooks with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Morant, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Williams comes in for Brooks, and it's Conchar in for Bain. The Suns trailing. And it's Paul off the drive, and that one's good. Paul's gotten his second bucket of the game.
With the ball on his string and that short area burst, Chris Paul can get anywhere he wants to go.
Bridges against Morant. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Paul into the lane. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Give him 8 points now.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Now Morant, 11 points in the game. To the middle, stolen by Ayton. Right side Paul, to the paint. Missed inside.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
And they have the guys to do it.
Oh, did you see that?
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Lee. Shot clock at 6. Back to Payne. On the wing, Crowder. This one for 3. Can't hit that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Pass to Tillman. Tillman with a screen. Morant drawing the double team. Uncovered. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Crowder outside. Off with the layup. Memphis leading. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Shamet. Aldama grabs the board. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And there's a 3-second violation. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Here's Aldama. And he drops it in from the low post.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Payne into the lane. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Here's Tillman. On the wing, Conchar. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Memphis the rebound.
and he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Crowder outside. Outside Payne.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Landale. And stolen by Williams. On the wing, Conchar. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Suns ball.
Here's Payne. 1:36 left in the first half of basketball. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Conchar. And again, Memphis no good. The Suns have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Shamet. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Suns lead by 1.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Here's Jones. The Suns clear it.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Pass to Lee. Here's Shamet. Here's Lee. Down low. And here's Payne. Just 5 on the clock. Offline with a 3.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Jones. Trying to get back on track. On the wing, Conchar. Outside, Williams. Up and over Crowder. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, you're not all going to go down.
And so a close game.
The Grizzlies 24. The Suns 25.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center spot. Booker for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Booker's got 6.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Morant. Tries again. Adams, the pass to Morant. Pass to Bane. Now Adams. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Adams has got his second basket.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Morant against Paul. Up top, Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I really love seeing Booker score off the ball. He shows his understanding for spacing and when to put up a shot.
Here's Morant. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Brooks comes in for Williams. Here's Booker. Hey. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Both free throws good from Booker. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Paul against Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
The trickery of Paul, he's unpredictable. It is what gets defenders to be overly aggressive.
Jones, he's checked in for Morant. Paul hits them both. Memphis trailing here. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Payne against Jones. Outside for Brooks. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Pretty even game going here in Memphis. Here's Shamet, guarded by Payne. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And that one misses.
With that type of range and confidence, Landry Shamet's shooting is very important.
Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Excellent D there from Payne. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Shot clock at 5. Lee on the wing. The 3. And it's Payne with the rebound. Well, the Grizzlies shooting efficiently. 50% so far. Pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
The Suns leading. Payne with it. He's picked up by Bane. It's Shamet on the wing. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his 3rd foul so far.
14 foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Shamet from behind the arc. 5 on the clock. Here's Crowder, and Crowder with the jam.
And for Jay Crowder, nothing has been given to him. He fights and he competes.
The drive by Bane. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's Payne. Jones with some nice D. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Clark finds Bane. Inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
And Clark drops them both. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Here's Shamet, guarded by Bane. Crowder outside. And Crowder with the jam.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Here's Bane. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. Bane's gotten 4 this quarter.
Intelligent play by Bane. He gets the board and quickly sends it back.
Pass to Crowder. Here's Lee. Outside Payne. No good with a layup. He gets it off. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Jaren Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Morant in as the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Good on both. And Memphis shooting it at 52%. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Suns lead by 3.
When things get tight, he goes hard to the rim. That is a big-time basket.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Got a piece of it. Now here's Bridges. Drives to the hoop, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Ayton inside. Brooks defending. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Outside Paul. They double team Paul. Pass to Ayton. 5 to shoot. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Payne, the pass to Morant with the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Outside Booker. Banked it in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 7.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
Morant with the slam!
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Booker on the take. The shot's good. Booker's got 11 points here in the second half.
A creative finisher. Love seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
Pass to Adams. And stolen by Bridges. To the inside. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Morant. Outside Payne. Now here's Morant. Shoots over Paul. Payne, the pass to Brooks. Back to Payne. Oh, they get a hand on it.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
6 to shoot. Out to Bridges. Driving to the basket. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. Inside. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams. Strong finish.
He's a power player. That's a grown man move by Steven Adams.
Kept alive. Outside for Booker. He's going for the lob. And Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Right side Johnson. Sinks the tray. And the Suns lead by 10.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Back to Morant. Stolen by Bridges. Outside Booker. Fires the 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. Morant against Bridges. Back to Morant. And he drives in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so